Hello friends and welcome to the Gamer Down. This is your host, Dark Hostess, with a little treat here. Yeah, a little unexpected treat. Over on the live servers, they announced we're going to be testing the Yule event, the Christmas event for Rift. And I was like, wow, count me in. So I went over to the public test shard and we got to experience all three phases of this. It's basically a lot of daily quests, and it's like a world event basically. You have your vendor, you have your coinage, your currency for the event. So it's pretty funny too. The currency is a unique snowflake. Yeah, we're all unique snowflakes. Now, of course, this is a very early version of the Christmas event here. Even some of the artwork wasn't in the game, so we weren't able to see everything. But I think a big majority of it is here. They really surprised me with this world event. It's been a question that has been going on for a long time since Rift started. Are they going to have holiday events? Are they going to have Halloween events? And when they didn't have anything for Halloween, and everybody was kind of like, well, I guess Rift isn't going to support that kind of thing. So yeah, they surprised us all and whipped out this Yule event here. So I imagine this is a sign that every holiday will eventually have their own event. So that's cool. I completely support holiday events in these games. I think it is cool. They're fun. Who can knock fun? I know there's a lot of people out there who are, why drag religion and Christmas into video games? And get over it. It's friggin' Christmas. Just get over it, please. It's not that big a deal. It's a time of giving, a time to have fun. Try to enjoy it. Don't sit there and be a Grinch. Don't be a humbug. As you can see, the very first quest is a little difficult to find. I went around Sanctum once, because I wanted to see if there was any more decorations around. There was only like the very few lights in the front here and a little Christmas tree type thing. I imagine other zones will also be decorated as well. They're really just showing off Sanctum, for this little preview here. And like I said, it was a complete surprise. Nobody expected it. But anyway, for the first quest, you basically just drop a light on the ground. And I went all over the place looking for this damn dude. I went up, I went down. And I thought for sure it was right over there. But nope, it's outside. So don't do what I did. And don't go all the way up into Sanctum and looking for this guy. He's right out front. He's real easy to find. I made it a lot harder. But anyway, you get a chance to look around inside Sanctum and see if there's any decorations here. For the first phase, there wasn't a whole lot of decorations, and it's like each phase would unveil more and more decorations. And you see here, I thought, for sure this is where the guy is going to be. I thought, hey, that must be him right there. But then I looked down off the balcony here, and I could see the beam of light, and just like this other guy who just jumped to his death probably, he's right there on the ground. That's the guy you're looking for phase 1 and your very first quest for the Yule event. And it's really easy. These quests aren't complicated. They're just really easy daily quests. And you also, you'll get like a little surprise gift. Like one of the gifts was it changes you into a reindeer, and I believe one changes you into a snowman. So they've did all the same things like WoW did. There's also a Santa hat, and there's also a reindeer mount, which wasn't in the game yet. I talked to Elrar here on the public test shard, and I was like, come on, man, I need you to show me that reindeer mount. But he tried, and the artwork was not hooked up, he said. He said he couldn't show it. He said he wanted to. I believe him. He's a really cool dude. So for your first daily, what you get is a little jingling bell thing there. It's just a gift. I imagine it's going to have some pretty awesome rewards in it, but the majority of the rewards inside like this little gift box here are like and things that change you into a snowman, things that change you into a reindeer, you know, food buffs, crap like that. Nothing too big. There's some of the currency also. So, and also around Sanctum, there seems to be little things you can loot, and inside them will also be like some of the new currency as well, or one of the buffs, or one of the things that like change you into a satire or something. Anyway, it's just like all the other world events, basically. You do your daily quests for the Yule event, which I guess is leading up to something. I guess it would be like patch 1.8 by the time Christmas rolls around. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to do anything for Thanksgiving. Probably not. I doubt they have the time. They've obviously devoted quite a bit of their resources to this Christmas thing here. They have a full set of costume gear. They have a reindeer mount, and they have all these daily quests. And they obviously had to do some modeling for this. And as you'll see in the next phases here, I'm going to show you all three phases. They went through all three phases really quickly. So I thought that was pretty cool too. So I got to show you the whole event in one sitting. Yeah, can't beat that. Now, of course, nothing is set in stone right now. This is a very early version of the Winter Yule event. I believe that's what they're calling it, the Winter Yule Fest, something like that. Not to be confused with the Winter Veil, Feast of Winter Veil from WoW, or the Winter Yule Fest from Lord of the Rings Online. So it's kind of a hybrid between the two. I guess they're running out of names here. Why don't they just call it Christmas? I guess they don't want to offend too many people. But it's obviously what it is. There's freaking Santa Claus. There's presents. There's lights. It's Christmas. There's no reason to call it anything else. So anyway, I finally found the vendor here, and you can see some of the items that will be available. The Santa hat was free, so hopefully they'll keep it that way, keep it free on the live servers as well. But you can see some of the costume gear. Yeah, it's pretty ugly. If you're a collector and you're really into fluff, then you might really like it. But to me, I thought it was kind of a little bizarre. It doesn't really seem very Christmassy. I was expecting like an elf suit or something for for the costume gear. They got the Santa hat right. Anyway, as you can see, there's also a little corgi puppy pet, and that thing looks really damn cute. I'm going to show you that to you later. I wasn't able to show you the reindeer mount. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I did everything I could. Elrar said that the artwork for it wasn't set up, wasn't able to show it, so he said it's coming. And I mentioned that they'll be testing this some more, like closer to Christmas. And this is just a real early preview. Thanksgiving isn't even here yet, so it's very primitive right now. But as you can see, there's some pretty cool little gifts here, and there's going to be world drops too. So we'll have to see what those are. I have no clue right now what they are. It could be anything. I imagine the reindeer mount will probably drop from rifts as well, because part of the daily quests for this Yule event is rifting. So you got to go out there and close some rifts. Got to do it. Now you see this reindeer jumping up and down in front of me. That is not the mount. That is just a player that was transformed into a reindeer. It seems when you loot some of the items around Sanctum, you will get transformed into a satyr or a reindeer or something. And there's also an item that you will get in your gift bag as well that will change you into a reindeer or change you into, something festive, I imagine. Like I said, this is very early, and I imagine they're going to really add a lot more to this. They're going to probably decorate several different areas of the game. This is just Sanctum right here. And I imagine they're, probably going to throw some lights up in, Scarlet Gorge. And they did put a few lights up in Moonshade Highlands, but it's kind of part of the daily quest. So I don't know if that's just that one little area in Moonshade Highlands, but I'll be showing it to you. And here is Elrar, and he's explaining how he can't show the reindeer mount, or the it's actually called a festive like Yarnosaur. So I don't imagine it's like a full-fledged reindeer or something like that. It's probably just like a Yarnosaur with a red nose like Rudolph or something. I don't know. When it comes out, I'll show it to you. I'll do my best to get it out and as soon as possible so you can check it out. Yeah, we ain't going to be able to get it till Christmas anyway, so really no rush on that. And phase 2, they're going to show all the phases. So this is phase 2. And for it, you need to talk to this satire guy. I'm not sure how much of Christmas he is. I mean, it's kind of funny, the how they layered in the lore here for this. The phase, it's like the phase are celebrating Christmas or something, and the satires are celebrating Christmas. I guess that kind of plays into like, Pan and the Pan lore with that, because Pan is like the god of partying or something. Yeah, so it plays into that. But as you see, there's a lot of dailies, and you'll get your unique snowflakes to, buy your world event stuff. There's a lot of stuff to buy, so they got that part right too. They at least are putting tons of stuff to keep people grinding and grinding and grinding, what we all do in these world events for the currency. And I imagine just like the world events that have just come out, what you're going to want to do is get some alts up to about level 10 so you can run through these dailies really fast. And all the currency, is account bound now, so hey, it's an easy way to get a whole bunch of currency really quickly. Anyway, this is phase 2. And for phase 2, the dailies, you just basically go around Sanctum and loot items and close rifts. That's basically it. So I imagine that they might add a little bit more stuff to do. I would hope that they would. Because it's a little boring. I mean, this is their first attempt at a Christmas world event type thing, and it's just like the old world events. I would really like them to add maybe something a little special and something a little different. Besides the just Christmassy mount and things like that, maybe a cool quest, some like the Regulos who stole Christmas or something like that, we have to go and, I don't know, save the gifts from Regulos. I don't know, something stupid like that, that would be kind of funny. All right, phase 3, here we go. And for phase 3, this is like the very end of the event here. And what you do here is you go like talk to, Grandfather Frost or whatever they're calling that little bogling, the bogling who is the Father Christmas here. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious. And you can see there's some snowmen around and stuff. And anyway, you get the quest from the little bogling Santa, and where you must complete this is up on the balcony inside Sanctum. And of course, I'm just showing you the Guardian side here. The Defiant side will be completely different, in a lot of ways. It'll be the same, but all the locations and everything like that will definitely be different, but similar in many ways. So you see, everybody is heading into Sanctum to go see Father Boggling Christmas. And they've also, like, you'll notice that with each phase that there's more decorations. If you notice, like in phase 1 and 2, there was no decorations inside of Sanctum. And now, as you can see right now, there's a huge Christmas tree right in the middle of Sanctum. And you see these candy canes. You're able to loot these candy canes, and inside them, there will be, like, the currency, like one of the new currencies, and some of the items that, like, change you into a reindeer or a satyr and all that. Okay, you see I found little Father Grinch or whatever the hell he's being called. It's kind of, don't get hung up on the names. There's no reason to. And what you must do here for this quest is find the present. It's really hard to find. It's just a tiny, tiny little present on the ground. And I don't know if you have to fight for them or if, each person is able to loot the item over and over. It looks like you will have to fight for them a little bit, but they seem to respawn almost immediately. So hopefully that will solve the fighting over them problem. And here you can read the quest. And what you have to do here is you loot a present off the ground. And what it does is it opens a portal. Like you saw that person who just jumped, look like they're committing suicide off the balcony. They're not committing suicide. What they're doing is they're using the portal. And you can see I just kept looking all over the place for this present. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'm like, maybe it's this pile of presents. And, it says loot the present, and there's like all these piles of presents, and there's, they make it this little tiny thing to loot. That's stupid. Why are you going to do that, Tryon? Why? Anyway, I'll try not to rant too hard. Yeah, they should make it, a little easier to loot these presents, because it took me, way too long to do it. But now that you've seen the video, you know where it is. It's this little teeny tiny little present. Now that you have your present, and you go turn your quest, well, actually, you get your present, and then you go through the portal. Like, as you see, like the green thing, the green mist that is coming off to the right here. Yeah, that is the portal. And this will take you to Moonshade Highlands. And out there, you must deliver this gift that you just looted off the ground. So, yeah, that's cool. It's really easy. It's, really basic. There's no fighting involved in any of these quests, except for, like, closing rifts. So, after you jump through the wreath, and it takes you out to Moonshade Highlands, and once you're out in Moonshade Highlands, you must take your little gift to the Hammernail guy over here. I'm not sure if the Defiant version will be coming over here. I know the Faceless Man is also over here, so they might deliver the gifts to the same guy. So, I don't know. I might go do a Defiant version just to check it out. But you all know this guy. If you're of level, and you've seen this dude. You know this guy from Moonshade. And you just give him your present, and just return to Sanctum. That's basically it, it's not very complicated. Pretty easy. And I had also mentioned that this was the part of Moonshade Highlands that was decorated. And you can see there's a Christmas tree out here, a little patch of snow, and, all the little Christmassy things you'd expect. And I hope that they go ahead and decorate the rest of the game as well. I know that's a lot of work, and they might not have the time to do it. I'm, just doing what they've did with this little, Christmas event so far, I imagine took a lot of work and a lot of time. It was a complete surprise to everybody involved, because they haven't had a holiday-themed event yet. This will be their first one, and unless they pull something out for for Thanksgiving as well. Who knows, man? They might be might have to go slay some giant turkey or something. You never know. But yeah, you see, I had a little trouble getting through this portal, and it took quite a while to eventually get through it. So, when you're back in Sanctum, it's just basically turn your gift in. I guess this will be a daily for the last phase of this event here. It looks like it. It seems like this will be the daily, if the mobs will ever spawn. That's one thing about this game engine for Rift. The mobs just take an exorbitant amount of time to spawn. I've been standing here for like 10 minutes. My latency is 16 milliseconds. I live in Texas. I live right next to where the Tryon servers are. I probably have one of the lowest latencies in the game, and my computer is not too shabby either. So, I should be getting a much better performance out of it, than I do. Who knows? Might be just the Christmas event that is causing, the NPCs to not spawn as quickly. You never can tell. So you see, one of the items there that turn you into a reindeer. Yeah, you can be a reindeer if you want to, and I imagine all of Sanctum and all of Rift is going to be flush with reindeers and flush with snowmen, and they have a lot of cool things. They do have a lot of cool things in this event. They have snowmen, they have reindeer, they have Christmas caps. They got all the basics. Like I said, I just wish there was something maybe just a little special that they could add. A special quest that they could call their own. Because, there's really nothing new, there's nothing that you can see in this world event that you haven't seen in a WoW world event, or, even a Lord of the Rings Online world event, which they probably have some of the best world events ever. I mean, they got horse races, and I don't know, if you haven't experienced a Lord of the Rings Online world event, you really should go check it out. But you see here in Phase 3, little parts of Sanctum are also, more decorated as well. There's a couple of snowmen here, a little Fey Reveler, Celebrator, and little snow patches, and, things to make the place more festive. Nothing that's going to cheer this Tom guy up, though, I'm afraid. He's going to be pissed all the way through Christmas. Son of a bitch. So, all 3 phases, that's basically it. Which is basically closing rifts, doing the daily quest to, earn your currency to buy the world event items from the vendor. But there's some really cool items, like I mentioned before. That little corgi pet puppy, like I told you about earlier, it is so friggin' cute. And I'm going to show it to you right here. This is Elrar. He put on the skin of the corgi puppy here, which is the pet you can buy from the vendor. Now, is that cute or what? And you can see he also has one to the left here on the side here. Yeah, that is too friggin' cute. That's going to be the first thing I buy. I know for sure. That is that's great, Tryon. You did a great job with that. That's too damn cute. Anyway, this has been Dark Hostess for the Gamer Down, and quick little preview of the Yule Christmas Rift event, which will be rolling out around Christmas, I imagine. Remember to subscribe and thumbs up videos. I appreciate it. Take care.